Hello and welcome to Inside Electronics. So in today's episode I'm going to show you how I repurposed my broken Quasi USB power meter to something useful. I made a video about this thing a few weeks back. If you haven't watched that video, go and check that out. I may link that in the description or somewhere. Now, when I got this product, I got it broken. The screen was cracked at the time I got it, and I applied for a refund, and I got my money back, and I can keep the product. Now I bought this from Banggood, and it took me 1 month to receive it. Now, because I cannot use it anymore, this was a power meter without a display, then how can I use it? So I was going to throw away this thing to the trash. It's pretty much useless. There is nothing you can salvage. There is no point in salvaging the USB ports because it is that cheap to buy a pair of new one. So I was thinking about throwing it away, and I just kept it on the side of my workbench. And when I was browsing through the eBay listings for something, I got a notification, like a suggestion from eBay for a bed light. The kind of light that you stick under your bed and it lights up your floor at night in a really good way. So when I saw that ad, the idea struck my head, because why should I throw this away? Because when I can convert this to a night light. So all I did is I just disconnected the LCD panel, the top LCD panel. So I'm left with this beautiful white diffuser, which is for backlighting the panel, and this has two ultra low power LEDs which is situated here at these 2 points, and a beautiful diffusing panel. So because of this diffuser, the light is not pointing or light is not sharp, it is just diffused. To be honest, it really feels like moonlight, not too bright, not too dim. It's just the perfect kind of light that you need to watch, to get an ambient light in your room. And because these kind of power meters are designed to work in a really low power situation, this thing does not load your power source or whatever you are plugging in. This thing needs a really tiny amount of power for the whole thing to work. They use ultra low power components, and in this case I'm guessing the LEDs, the 2 LEDs will be the major power drawing source. If I remove the LEDs, the power consumption will be much lower. When that is being said, we are going to measure how much power this thing is consuming when it is running. So I'm going to plug this in to a power bank, and if I turn off the lights, see, that is how you can convert it to a night light. If I show it here, you can see a really nice kind of light with a slight blue tint. In the video it may look too bluish, but in real life this is not this much of blue. That's because my white balance is messed up, and it is really a really pleasant kind of light. And because of this diffuser, you can see how the light is spreading out. It's much like a Cobb LED, which is a new form of LEDs available right now. So believe me, this is all you need. You plug this into a power bank, and you're getting a night light. And the good thing about this night light is that you still have a USB port at the output. So if you're a kind of person that always charge your phone at night but still need some form of night light, then here comes the thing. You plug this into your charger, and you still have an output port. So you plug your phone, in this case an LED light, at the other side, and boom, you can charge your phone and you will get your light. That is the best thing about this build. And I recycled this, and I'm feeling proud because I'm doing good for the planet Earth. I'm recycling things, otherwise this would have ended up in the trash. Now I'm going to measure the power. Let's measure how much power this thing consumes. I'm going to use a charge adapter, it's 5 volts, and if I plug this in, if I turn the power, 0 amps, which means the power consumption is too low for this to even detect. It is probably in the ones range. It has 2 digits, hundreds, tens, and this was used to show as an indication of voltage or amps. So I'm going to use something else to detect it, which is this thing right here. So this is another USB power bank I made. So if I plug this in, and I'm going to measure how much power this thing is consuming. Let's bring in the meter. If I pull it out a little bit, I'm going to put the meter in the 200 microamps range. Oops. And I'm going to attach the multimeter to the battery pins. So right now, if I turn off the lights, you can see the QIC is light up and the meter is showing overload. So if I turn this to milliamps, that's it. Now it is consuming, this light is only consuming around 7 milliamps, let's say 8 milliamps of power. That is how much power this LED needs. And I don't think that whole power is being consumed by those 2 LEDs alone. Some of the power will be used to power these useless chips also. So I don't think the entire 7 amps is being used by this LED, but anyways, 7 or 8 milliamps is not a lot. And if you have it, even if you have a trashy power bank, you're going to get couple of night full of light from this by using this QAC bed light. So that's how I recycle my broken QAC power meter and saved planet Earth from a little bit of electronic waste. Now, do recycle your electronics. Thanks for watching and see you in another video.